Alright guys, welcome back to another recap. Second week of this month, starting off the week with another green day, $654. I think I got off stream, I was up 500 at that point, 550, and I just came back down and sat for the recap, saw a trade popping up, took the trade, made an extra 100, so now I'm sitting at 654 on the day. If you're new to these recaps, hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Just hit the thumbs up if you do. Leave a comment for any questions you guys have. And if you guys want to watch me trade live right here in the morning, it's completely free. Just hit that notification bell or go over to tradecaster.com. Alright, guys. So let me go over my trades today. SOBR is my main winner. I'll go over that one first since a lot of you guys are going to hang around the beginning a little bit longer. So I'll go for SOBR. SOBR, I locked in just under $600, 570. But on this trade, I was up very close to $800, and I kept a big portion of this trade because I was looking for 385, 386, $4. Today was a pretty choppy day. I think being up 650 today for the kind of day that we had was pretty good, but this is one that I was expecting for it to pop up even more, and it didn't. So if you look at the daily on my chart right next to my face, you guys can kind of see it. So we had a very nice pop up with a couple of candles. You see good volume, green candle, green candle, green candle, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4 days, and 4 days didn't really give gains back, didn't really flush, and volume wasn't there. So when we started popping up today, I thought maybe we could get a new high of day, which is this 385, 386 pivot, and then after that looking at whole dollar, which is $4, and after that I would have been looking for a 200 SMA, which is up here at 450. And so when this stock started opening up this morning, that was my target, 385 new high, $4, and then 430. Unfortunately, this stock did not do that, but I did a good job at waiting for this to pop up. Low volume, kind of flagging on the 1 minute, a little bit of a downtrend. Took an entry here. I don't think I sniped a low on this one. So 337, low of the candle is 333, so I got 337. But I did a good job at getting that 1 minute flag there and then started riding it up. And you can see I took 2,500 shares and took 1,500 shares out here at 358-ish. But I did take most of those all the way up to 371s, 369s. At this point, I started selling most of it. I think I had either 1,000 shares left or 500 shares left with from the initial position. And so when I sold up here at 375, I was looking for another flag, and on this next flag, maybe a little pullback, kind of retest some of these areas here, and then kind of flag and then get that next leg extension real squeeze to 385, 386, and potentially I was even looking for this thing, with momentum, just halt, just give me a halt to get to $4, 385, or even if it doesn't halt, a nice kind of candle like this through here, 385, $4, but never got it. But I started averaging down, adding back in on the stock here. So I added there, took it off the table right away. But this one candle pullback, two candle pullbacks, three candle pullbacks. Now I'm looking at this low volume here, and I added there. So at this candle, 360, kind of low at that candle. Pulled down on me again. At this point, I added again. So now I'm in this thing with 3,000, 4,000 shares. And this is where I was looking for this stock to reclaim this candle, nice hammer candle there, and then start popping back up here, get a new high of day, and then after that, I don't want it to double top and fail on me. If I can't break this new high here and extend to a new higher high, I'm out of the trade, which is exactly what it did. So it started popping up. I did a bad job here. I added here at 356, so not so low. But then I took him off the table. This thing was kind of stalling on me. It wasn't chipping a wall as fast as I wanted it to and then extend even higher. And so I decided to take 2,500 shares out there, which still ended up moving up higher. With 4,000 shares, I probably left an extra 200, 300 shares here. $200, $300 from this ad here that I took out there. But that's okay. I still stopped out anyways. And that was it. That was the only trade on SOBR. After that, nasty flush, and then stock just downtrended all day. So at that point, I didn't care about it anymore. After that, I switched to APDN, which is probably the stock that I flipped the most amount of shares on. So for SOBR, I traded 8,000 shares. APDN, 11,000, so a little bit more, and I am currently red $45. And on this stock, I just didn't trade it good. I didn't like the price action on the stock. It wasn't ripping, it wasn't trading cleanly. And so that might be the reason why, even though it's up pretty good, I'm red on it. And my first trade was here. Actually, on this one, very similar criteria. I was looking at the daily, and this is a previous high at 176 right there. And this halted up and halted at 150. And I mean, I forgot to put it on my side charts. I forgot to keep an eye on it. I don't know what I did, what I was doing, that I just completely didn't look at it and missed this halt resumption. Which, if I would have caught it, I was looking for 176, and I got 176 plus 10 cents more a little bit. So I should have been able to make some money on this front side, but because of me either being distracted by chat, answering questions, or just not doing a good job of putting on my side chart, I did not end up trading that front end. And then, kind of similar to SOBR, I was looking for the pullback, added here, stopped out, break even trade, lost a little bit, and then added again, trying to find the bottom of the stock down here. And actually, this one I think I lost like 50 bucks, and then this one did flush on me, stopped out towards the low of that candle, lost $100. So I was down 160 off the back on this stock here. Then I took some kind of breakout type trades, break a downtrend here. Now I'm chasing this pullback there for a new high of day. I get it, I fully out though. I should have kept some runners on that one. Still held that pivot 184, so it's still one more in the stank. Looking for the break of whole dollar, $2 right there. So I'm buying right before 195. Got the break on this one, very choppy though, and started pulling back down. So it looks like I took my 2-3 cents of profit there with only 500 shares. Um, Up here, I tried. Let me see what I did on this one. I think this one I was looking for the flag again for the next one, and I just happened to buy support on the one candle that flushed on me. If I'm looking for this thing to hold this pivot here and recover, but it flushes on me, I'm no longer going to be interested in this trade. I don't care how much I'm down on the trade. I'm going to cut it out. Ended up reversing on me. This isn't going to happen all the time. But it reversed. I tried chasing it again here for a 1 minute, 2 minute pullback, low volume, and then see if it curl up to high days. Didn't happen. On this one, I was also looking for a break of downtrend right there. So kind of candles closing above it. Kind of looking at see if we get this break of downtrend retest and then take off for a new high. Didn't happen either. And then I think I was still down at this point. I went from being down $160 to making some back, being down maybe $50 on the stock, being back down $112, $120 here, $120 on the name. And then at that point I called it for the day. I didn't want to keep trading. I was up 550. I'm watching PEGY rip right now. And then I came back and traded this stock right here for the break of high of days. Chased it here a little bit, small share size. Got the break. Was very patient on this one, so I added somewhere down here 227s, and I sold almost the top on some of these candles, 234, 235, 237. So I did pretty good on those. Hold on, PEGY is absolutely ripping right now. Maybe you guys will finally get to see a live trade. 491 is high on this one. So 491 is high on this stock. Let me see. So I got a pivot there at 468. If this one gets me up to $5, that might be interesting. I think I can take a look at a trade to $5 on this one. But pivots, as far as pivots, I got a pretty low one, 459 down here. So you guys may get to see me take a live trade here. This is a nice volume candle rip, low volume pullback here. I got 30 seconds left on this candle here. Let's see if we get a nice little opening, a nice little pullback on this one. And I want to see that extension to 491, $5 on this one. Even another kind of wick up here at 481. Oh, that's what it's getting stuck at. So if I get a shot at 491, I might take a trade here real quick. Alright guys, well I don't know exactly when I stopped recording. I had to stop recording because I jumped into a trade, and at the same time I got a phone call, and so I was in the phone in the middle of this trade. But let me explain it for you guys here. So, I mean, look at your daily, same thing as always. What is the previous high on the stock? 491, and what is the next resistance after that? You always want to look high. Everybody gets on to me by saying you should take your profit early. You should sell right below, 1 penny below, and I'm like, no. If I sell below, I'm gonna make $50. If I sell above it, I'm gonna make $200. Just giving out numbers like that. Um, but stock rips up, and if you look at the volume, that's the volume I've been looking for all day long, right? Look at this chop fest, no volume, and then you get that one green candle there with that volume. That's people covering, that's shorts getting squeezed, especially when it goes up right up to a perfect resistance of a double top on the daily or a right under a whole dollar. Now, honestly, I would not be surprised if this stock here consolidates and squeezes into the close, or actually squeezes after uh, hours, after market hours. So I don't trade that, so I'll let it go. And if it holds up like this, hopefully I can find some trades tomorrow. But I was up almost $300 on this trade here. Um, I bought this dip here, 500, and then as soon as I got 459, which if you look left, and you guys might have heard me saying earlier, I said 459 is a pivot right there. I tripled my position, buy, popped up. I think somewhere in here I was up 900, somewhere in here I was up 200, and at the top of this candle here I was up $300 on this trade. But I was pretty stubborn here. You could see I only sold maybe half of my position. Because I wanted 491 and $5. That would have been an extra 20 cents from 4.8 to 5. 20 cents with 1500. That's another, $300, $400 here. It didn't happen, and so I started taking some money out, at least lock some profit in, and then I had to stop at break even that came all the way back down, stopped me out there. So I only got an extra $92 of profit there. But that does flip my day around from whatever it was earlier, 640 to now 746 on the day, 750. Which, I mean, it's my average. $700, $800 a day is my average right now. But I'll take that. I mean, any other day this would have popped up and squeezed, and it would have been a big winner. But you know what? An extra $100 to end the day. I'm happy with that. If you guys want to watch me trade live, tomorrow morning, 15 minutes before market opens, hit that notification bell. If you guys like this recap, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know if you guys have any questions. I will see you guys then.